So, let's see. Liam Neeson.
Ugh.
Liam Neesons?
Liam Neeson comments.
The black bastard.
Now, Liam Neeson, right?
You got the audio?
Liam Neeson. Let me find this shit real quick. You actually want to play this shit?
Yeah, I do. Because
for context.
Yeah, because.
So they can hear.
Yeah, because you can hear.
I am Liam Neesons.
Yeah.
I am British.
What?
Well, I'm Irish.
But yeah, Irish.
Same difference.
What email you send it to?
Google
HK
Play.
Domino.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let me check.
The one from Gibraltar. I got the kosh. And I was walking around the streets looking for a black bus. Hoping you would start with me. I have a particular set of skills. And I will find you.
I'll tell you a story. This is true. I'm not going to use any names, but I was away and I came back and she told me she had been raped. But she handled the situation of the rape in the most
Did she say that she handled it? so that means
emotionally.
No, emotionally.
I feel like emotionally. I don't
Okay.
think he meant like, yo, she found a nigga and beat him
No,
up.
I mean
Emotionally.
like she went to the cops or something.
I'm assuming that happened too as well,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Continue.
extraordinary way. But my immediate reaction was, I asked,
Like, you know how your brain, like, you ever been in the middle of saying some shit,
You realize maybe I'm
but
trying to say
it's
this?
already coming out, but your brain be like, stop, abort. No, what are you doing? But your mouth is already committed to the thing, so it's like, how can you stop? What happened?
I dropped my cup, but caught it with my legs.
Yeah. He did.
Nigga pointed to the you saw that? Niggas is fucking idiots. So, yeah, let's go.
did she know who it was? No. What color were they? She said it was a black person. I went up and down areas with a kosh.
Of course.
Now, you ready for smoke, and you got a kosh.
Of course. I think that's like a blackjack or something.
It's a blackjack or something, but
His classic black jacket that he wears in every movie.
Irish.
my nigga, you not beating my ass with no a kosh.
That's not even slightly important. Or maybe why is the question that you asked what color was he?
Yeah, we know that. We know that.
I mean we know obviously
Because that
hearing the rest of the story we understand,
Yeah.
but like why is it the question?
because she
not
was,
like whom
because she was,
was it? Whom?
No.
Not what color?
he
was it?
explained it, but
yeah, but did she don't know who raped her, right?
Why is the
No.
color important?
'Cause
No,
I mean,
as far as I know, she doesn't know the person.
She doesn't know, so
was
it's
just
like,
a random
I know it
encounter.
was a black man.
yeah.
But he didn't. But that the way he worded it wasn't like, "Oh, I got raped by a black man." It's like, "Oh, I got raped." What color was he? Like that's how it's worded.
Yeah.
Like I got raped. What color was he?
What color was he?
Nigga,
Yeah.
get him. Like it wasn't like, wait. Oh, he cool.
I'd been approached by somebody. I'm ashamed to say that.
No, you're not.
And I did it for maybe a
Well, he
week,
might be,
What
but
you mean?
hoping.
He went nigga hunting for a week.
But he said it.
I'm not condoning anything. Let me get that out the way.
Yeah.
He's wild.
Yeah.
He could still be ashamed because again,
Yeah, he could be
we don't know
ashamed.
how old the story is because he's
It's 40
telling the
years
story.
ago.
Look, I don't
Yeah,
give a
it's 40 years
fuck
ago.
how old
40?
the story.
It's 40 years ago.
Okay, so and he grew up in Ireland. How many black people was even in Ireland?
Yeah.
And he even said he grew up in a non-tolerant tolerant type
Can
of
you
place.
become unracist?
Yes. Yes. I believe so.
What you mean? It's not.
I believe so. I have to
Can
believe
you
so.
become unracist? Like,
Yeah,
I believe
that-
so. I
does
have
it-
to
does
believe
it-
so. It makes your life.
If you go nigger hunting, right? if that is a thing that you were going to do 40 years ago, does that officially ever like leave your body?
Yeah. We have to. Okay, so we have to believe yes, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, what's the point of like
What's the
this
point
whole everything?
what's the point of addressing any of this race shit if we believe that you can't get rid of it? We might as well just
so you
murk these
racist-
motherfuckers right now.
Right? You just
Yo,
racist forever and you never change.
We've been trying to convince racists that we're okay for what 400 or 500 years now.
I'm not saying everybody,
Yeah.
but we're talking about in general. The growth. We talk here, the same conversation comes up in a different way. The growth. Do we believe people can grow? Can we believe like, okay, yes, he grew up in a fucked up way and he had a fucked up way of thinking. Can he grow? So we're saying that happened 40 years ago. Do we think that Liam Neeson today
Yeah.
is as And even back then in his head, maybe he doesn't like think, oh, I hate black people. He was just like, oh, a black man raped him.
You don't think he hates black people? Let's see this next statement. Okay. Let's keep listening.
Some black bastard would come out of a pub and have a go.
Again.
No.
Okay,
so did he have to use the... Okay, so it happened 40 years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
At 40 years ago, he probably thought the N-word, black bastard. Did he have to say it now?
No, he didn't.
Did he have to describe that man or someone as a black bastard?
Well, if
do you have to put the ending on it? Can't you say I was looking for a black guy, black person, someone black? Does it have to be black bastard?
If he's explaining the story in full context, I'd rather hear the full story of how you felt during the time than for you to sugarcoat the shit. I'm just like that in general.
Okay,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a right. I don't, and again, I don't like the term he used. I don't like the way he said it. I don't like what he said about
black bastard.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's like black.
But if he's like, okay, let me explain to you where I was at. This is what my thought was. 40 years ago, my friend got raped. I'm looking for all black bastard. Right? So does he necessarily feel that way now? I don't know that nigga. Yeah. I hope not. The shit is still dangerous. Like let's not act like it's not dangerous. That thought pattern, everything is that's fucked up. But that's how he was thinking at the time.
Man,
does he still think that way?
Get Liam the fuck out of here.
I agree with that. I mean, like, fine, if that's what you want to do, I'm not gonna begrudge anybody for feeling that way.
Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting niggas.
Yeah, no, that's wild. Like, no, I don't agree with anything he said, and obviously and again,
see, he don't agree with it.
Yeah, he was saying he was saying a situation that he was in where...
I don't think this was the correct platform for that.
Oh, it wasn't.
No, he should have just kept his goddamn mouth shut and never said nothing about this ever.
Wait. You know what? I'd rather hear it.
No,
I'd rather hear it.
No, I'm saying I want to hear it, but I'd rather it be a black, like, have him sit down with like Oprah or some shit. Well, and express his black outrage. Yeah. Don't be here and then have like, because there's no dialogue that can be had back and forth with this interviewer because I assume that she's not black or she's not black from what I can tell or hear.
Well, you have to know the context on why he even mentioned that shit.
It's for the movie.
No, she's asking like a moment where he want to look for revenge or something.
Because that's the name of the movie.
Yeah, because he was like to get in the role, right? Like what? What?
I had to look for some black rappers.
Yeah, he said to get in the role, like what do you think of the channel to get into that role? And that's how this even came up.
I mean, that happened with Michael B. Jordan. He saw a psychiatrist after he had to do the role of Killmonger. He said it was hard letting that go. But
yeah,
I don't think that this in 2019. I don't think this. It's some shit you just shouldn't say. Just take it to the grave.
You know what? That's true. He shouldn't have said shit.
Like, he thought this shit was gonna go like, I'm an ally with you guys.
I don't think he thought he thought it was gonna be anything. Yeah. I think he was just saying a thing.
This is a thing with white people. See,
he's privileged and he's also not American. It matters slightly because their history. I don't live in Ireland. How many times
are we gonna shoot niggas bail? These white people bail, man. You have to know better by now. I'm not saying that.
Do you know a lot about the dynamics in Ireland?
Yeah, do you know about that?
I'm pretty sure I can Google it. I'm pretty sure
do you know about it?
No, I don't. Okay. I don't hang around Irish people. I don't search Irish.
And are you planning on Googling the dynamics in Ireland? Anytime soon?
But you work. Okay.
So I'm not saying you're wrong. And I'm not trying to excuse him. I'm just trying to say.
Do you really think Liam Neeson be on his Twitter?
Right,
his old ass,
or he's on Facebook, or anything.
Or Facebook. Do you really think
he's like 60
internet?
years old right now? He's barely on technology. So he doesn't know the climate maybe necessarily the same way somebody who's 20 or 30 does. And I don't think that's what I'm saying. And like, I don't know what a dynamic in Ireland is, right? So I don't know if he knows what the dynamic in America is. He's not American. Yeah, he does films. So, but like, what does that mean? He shows up for somewhere for 2 months, does something, and leaves.
You're in America. You work with African Americans damn near on like a daily basis. You're in starring roles with African Americans. Like there has to be some type when you come across someone not from your same background. There has to be some type of learning at some point where it's like.
Which I think maybe he does because he didn't say this shit happened yesterday. He said this shit happened 40 years ago.
Which he was ashamed of.
Yeah, and he said he was ashamed. Like, it's not like, I'm not proud. I was like, oh, no, what's the cool thing I did?
I'm saying,
I was hunting
I'm
niggers.
saying for the fact of him saying it today and thinking nothing was going to happen.
Yeah, he should have maybe known
that's
better.
all I'm trying to say, where it's like, you should have known the
better.
world as it is
you know, the
today,
climate
where
of
it's
the
like,
world that maybe this
you're
is
going
the
to
best
do this
thing to
interview,
say.
your movie's coming out, people are going to see it. If you say this, what do you think the reaction is going to be?
Exactly.
Like if someone black said, yo, you know, I see a bunch of redheaded motherfuckers and I just get, I just want to kill them.
Yeah.
And then that shit happens to go viral in Ireland or somewhere.
Whatever.
And then you're like, I don't understand why you guys are mad. You know, I felt that way 30 years ago.
I'm pretty.
But
you
shouldn't say it.
There should be some awareness.
I'm pretty sure Ireland is very racist.
Oh, definitely.
I'm pretty sure it is.
I don't think there's even black people in Ireland.
I'm pretty sure they're there, but I'm pretty sure they're like shunned.
I mean, shit,
two of them niggas and he tried to kill them.
Conor McGregor called the motherfuckers in Rocky monkeys. When he was at the gym.
Yeah,
he tried to act like he didn't say it.
But was Conor McGregor talking shit? Or like, was
he was
like,
like, oh, the monkeys, it don't matter. He said, oh, the monkeys in the gym.
Were they all black?
Yeah, they were all black. And Rocky 3?
Oh, that nigga Walla. Now we gotta get Conor out there too.
McGregor gotta go.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're racist.
McGregor.
Yeah, but you know,
ain't no John.
I'm glad he said it, because I rather have the fucking conversation than for you to hold shit in. Hey, shit, I rather you have your fucking hood on than off.
All right, so let me play the rest of this shit to see
me about something, you know, so that I could kill him. And it took me a week, maybe a week and a half to kind of go for that. And she said to me, where are you going? I said, I'm just going out for a walk, you know. She said, what's wrong? No, nothing's wrong. Fine. And it was horrible when I think back, but I did that. And I've never admitted that to it. I'm saying it to a journalist. God forbid. Holy shit.
Dude.
It's awful.
No, I think it's two of them, man.
But I did learn a lesson from it when I eventually thought, what the fuck are you doing, you know? And I come from a society, I grew up in Northern Ireland in the Troubles, and I knew a couple of guys that died on hunger strike, and I had acquaintances that were very caught up in the Troubles. And I understand that need for revenge, but it just leads to more revenge and more killing and more killing. And, you know, Northern Ireland is proof of that, you know. All the stuff that's happening in the world at the minute, the violence is proof of that, you know. So it's but that's primal need. I understand.
You can relate to that.
I'm not judging him from the environment he comes from. I am just judging him for saying it in 2019 and thinking that this backlash isn't warranted. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I don't know. I haven't heard him say. I haven't even heard him say anything about this. I don't know if he said the backlash wasn't warranted.
But he's.
I haven't heard him say that. Oh, I don't deserve. Yeah, but when people
ask him about it now he's like clamming up. He's stammering, he's stuttering
because he's gun shy now.
But after the fact, you should have prepared for this. I think.
Well, I don't.
If you look, because to me, and this is just me in my opinion,
that would be like one of us saying something if we're really famous and we say something about.
You want me to tell you a story?
No.
Oh no! You want me to tell you a story that I was thinking before? Like, all right, I was 19.
Wait.
Oh, story time.
Yes. Wait a minute.
We gotta put the clip in, Bobby. Relax.
And now, story time with Bobby. Okay, go ahead.
All right, this is when I was 19, right?
Oh shit.
I was married before.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah.
You know that?
Oh, yeah.
I think I said that mad times.
He was never around when I said it.
He wasn't?
Nah, he wasn't.
I don't think so.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, damn,
yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I was married before. Like, I was married for the girl I went with at the time. I didn't know this, but when I was dating her, she was bipolar and insecure.
Oh, he talked about it, but
I didn't know that at the time.
Yeah.
So this is when nigga like me, I used to be Captain Simp, right? Anything she does, you know, is it my fault? It used to be like that. That was me.
What did I do?
Yeah, what did I do? Like, I'm trying to save you. Like,
yo, you gotta save these hoes sometimes.
Over here.
No,
So,
you can't.
Yes, you gotta save these bitches.
Yeah, so
can't say bitches. Oh, okay.
not all of them.
Oh, okay. No, I can tell you. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So I was dating her when I was in my junior year of high school, right? And she was in her sophomore year. So dated her or whatever, and she cheated on me like multiple times.
Oh, damn.
And I broke up with her the last year of my junior year of high school, and the whole summer, I didn't hear no word from her, right? But the end of the summer, because I was already dating somebody else. Yeah. I was already dating somebody else, whatever. But then she came to the
wild dude.
I didn't want to be the person to say that. That's his ex-wife. So, I want to be respectful.
Man, fuck that bitch.
But anyway, she was sucking all the dice.
Yeah. So, the summer passed, whatever. I was with a girl at the time, and then she was dating a nigga that she cheated on me with.
Oh, so that's how I go.
Yeah,
every time.
Yeah,
these bitches, man.
They ain't shit. So during the end of the summer, whatever, because she knew where I was at, because we moved. We lived kind of close. We lived like 10 minutes apart. But I was at my aunt's house babysitting my cousins the whole summer. So she asked me to come to the park, roll my bike to the park, whatever.
Park your dick in your jail.
Was talking to her, whatever, and like she just got this thing where
she gotta tell you everything.
The bitch got my heart, all right. So she just said some shit.
Sometimes
she just said some shit. I was like, all right, I'm gonna break up my girl. So I went back.
Happens to the best of us, my nigga. I'm with you. I've done it.
I'm not alone.
No, you're not. All right. I've done it like twice.
Yeah, all right, so
you gotta let somebody fuck you up sometimes.
So broke up with her, whatever. Broke up with her. Then going back to school, whatever. This is my senior year, so I'm with her the whole year, but she's still fucking around on me.
Still sucking dick.
I was the nice guy. I was the super nice guy, and none of the chicks knew.
Wait, so nobody told you?
No, he knew.
No, I'm talking about like yo, your girl like wilding, baby.
Oh no, they didn't know. She would tell me.
You might be the nigga that'd be like,
she fucking nigga and
she would tell me.
With her?
She would fuck with somebody, then tell me.
Oh, this explains so much about you, Bobby. I'm learning so much about Bobby today. I get it. No, I get it now.
Now she would tell me first. So. Shut up.
I'm not even trying to be funny.
I'm laughing at him
in the least funny type of way. It explains a lot.
It's his face. It's that's why you XYZ.
Hey, I'm just like that, man. I used to be just like that. That's why when people tell me shit, I understand, because I went through it.
Yeah,
I've been through some crazy shit.
Exactly.
So she cheated on me multiple times, right? And I still took her back. But the funny thing about it, when I was with her...
see what James Wild was going to say.
He going to say some wild shit.
He going to say some wild shit.
It's like in Philly, we don't take nobody back. We just slap them with some cheese whiz and say, get the fuck out of here, bitch. Here's a tasty king.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, she would treat me so bad that other chicks seen it.
Oh, yeah.
And they would try to pull me away from her,
like,
right?
Nah, leave that bitch alone.
It was this fat ass bitch named Ivory, right? I was on a bus. I was on the bus. Came up with her, whatever. And... my girl, she walked home. I went on the bus by myself, and then one of the chicks named Ivory, she knew who she was because she was in the same class. She was a junior, I was a senior. She was like, "Oh, you go with such and such?"
He was like, "Yeah."
Like, "Oh, you need to be fucking with me." Everybody on the bus like, "Oh."
She said she ain't had no nipple.
So so it was like throughout the whole senior year, it was like several girls that were just willing to like just give me the pussy just because she was fucking with me, and they knew it. They was like, "Yo, he's a nice guy. Why are you fucking him over?"
Yeah.
So my girl got mad about it. So I'm thinking like, why are you mad? Like, you're doing this. You're doing this. This is your fucking decision.
Yeah,
this is what you're doing.
Your actions.
Yeah. So the funny thing about me, like, I was kind of unemotional when she broke up. So kind of.
Well, you already kind of like.
It kind of threw her for a fucking loop.
Yeah.
That's why when I was saying like some girls like the confrontation, I'm telling you, because I've been with somebody who was like that.
Yeah.
She likes that fucking confrontation. So when I didn't give her that energy that she wanted, she spazzed out like, "The fuck is wrong with this nigga?"
Yeah. Why didn't you like dude?
Yeah. Something. Like one time she was dating some dude that I knew from another nigga. Like we went to middle school together, and she was dating him, and I walked by the hall, looked at them, just walked in the classroom. She was like, "Oh shit, what the fuck happened?" Like,
you didn't fight, you didn't say nothing to me. Like,
and that's what I said earlier. Well, motherfuckers on here won't know, but in the pre-show, that's why I said what I said. Some girls like this shit. They like the confrontation. They love that shit. They love the violence. So got out of high school, whatever, and was still talking to her. She had a problem with her father. Like, her father was like mad abusive and shit like that. See what I mean? I'm just saying, like, this is my experience. I know these things because
she likes it. Just what
she's used to. She's used to it. She's used to it. So it's not for
He hit her?
Yeah, he used to hit her. So she was talking about running away. Me, my simp ass. Me, my simp ass. I'm like, okay, let's go.
Let's go together, baby.
Right? So
let's go.
You running away
because I was already out of high school. I wasn't planning on going to college. I wasn't planning on doing that.
Had no plans.
Yeah, so.
Baby,
she was.
I'm gonna make memes, and we gonna live like kings, baby.
I'm gonna grow this beard out.
I'm gonna grow this beard out. We gonna run away to Arkansas, baby.
Yeah.
Nigga, this is MySpace era.
I know.
You had none of this shit. So
I'm gonna be coding niggas' pages. We gonna live forever off this, baby. We gonna live like kings.
So we took an Amtrak or whatever, but we
y'all left?
Yeah, we left. Nigga, yeah, we left.
Yo, I thought niggas was bluffing. Like, yo,
no, man, like, dead ass.
I think I got to the station. like, my mom cooking tonight. Like, I don't want to leave.
Nigga, my life is real, nigga.
Yo, go ahead.
My life is real, nigga.
I'm fucking intrigued now. Go ahead.
Yeah, so she had a mom. She had a mom that lived up in Rochester, New York. Yeah, nigga, I'm a New York nigga. We went up to Rochester, New York. Was living up there, whatever. And but before we even went up there, she went up there first.
Mm-hmm.
She went up there first, and then she got into religion and shit like that. So, like 2 to 3 months later, she called me. She was like, "Oh, you should come up here and live." Blah, blah, blah. I wasn't doing nothing. I ain't had no job. I wasn't doing nothing. I was just staying home. I was working with my father, and I had like mad bread saved up. And I was like, "All right, I'm gonna come up there." So I went up there, whatever. So I was living in Rochester for like a good 3-4 months, and while I was up there,
wow.
While I was up there, she was just mad abusive. Like for some reason, we'd always get into it and shit, and I couldn't hit back. So I was Captain Simp. I was just sitting there taking it. Nigga, in an abusive relationship, and her mother, like, she was like, I remember one time we was in the store, right, and it was this girl was cute, but I was so like into her at the time, because I wasn't corrupted. I was like a good nigga. This is good, Bobby.
Not yet.
This is Captain Simp. Like, I wouldn't even look at another chick and even think about being with nobody.
Oh, you wild.
So, hey, Captain Simp, man.
Nigga, I got eyes.
Captain Simp, but
I ain't gonna fuck him, but
yeah, but so she was so fucking she was so fucking insecure. She seen how the girl looked, and she seen how the girl was looking at me, and she automatically thought that I was trying to fuck her. So we was in a car, whatever, and she was like, "Oh, you looking at that bitch?" I was like, "What bitch? What are you talking about?" And her mom's right there. And then she was like, the bitch at the cash register, you doing that? And then I said a joke. I didn't really mean it like that. I said a joke. She turned around and just backslapped the shit out of me. I was like, wow. Yeah. So her mother was like, Shantae, why would you do that? Why would you do that? He didn't mean it like that. Why? Because her. Because no, let me keep that shit in. I don't give a fuck. You can say her name is Shantae. Goddammit. Yeah. Her name is Shantae. I don't give a fuck about it. Whatever. Fuck that bitch. Real shit. So anyway, her mother, like,
this is a trigger word.
No, fuck that. Yeah, it is.
We have triggered the beast.
The animal has freed himself.
See, her mother, right? Her mother kind of felt what I was coming from, because her mother used to date her father. Her father used to beat her mom. Oh, shit. So when she did that, it kind of reminded her, like, that's what we went through. Why would you do that? Yeah. Why would you do that when you know your father did that to me? Why would you do that? And then, after that, we got married anyway. The Captain fucking Simp. Captain Simp right here. So we got married, whatever.
I know some interesting people.
Hey, man.
I love you. But no, go ahead.
Yeah. So she was in the church, whatever. The reason why she wanted to get married was because she didn't want to give up the pussy, even though I already fucked her before. But she was up there. She just got a religion. How does that work?
Wait. So she was a hoe.
Yeah.
And y'all was already fucking, but she didn't want to give her the pussy
because she got into religion.
After, okay.
Yeah.
So you had to marry her to fuck her, even though you already fucked her.
Yeah. And I knew it was a bad idea,
but you fucked her.
Yeah.
Right. Right. Yeah. No, I just want to. But you already put your dick in her.
Hey,
right?
Women are stupid.
I mean, okay, we don't have to say that part. No. But I just want to know what logically.
Yo, it's nothing.
If he already fucked you. Porque, what's the difference?
I get it, because I've dealt with women who don't want to give me sex because of the men that she's dealt with in the past or some shit like that, where it's like,
But not the same nigga that already fucked you.
I know that, but it's like don't wait till I come around to be withholding sex and you got fucking 3 kids already and shit.
She done changed it. No,
don't fucking change it. Don't fucking change the pussy rules when I fucking coochie contract you got. Don't be changing shit when I come around. Like, yo, I'm talking to you. We feeling each other. We have a sexual attraction towards each other. Wait. I want to wait till this.
Same nigga.
Have 3 fucking kids.
But same nigga. Already fucked you.
I get it. I'm just saying that's my parallel to the shit where it's like I've been told to wait for sex because I don't. Go ahead.
If she's worth it, you'll wait.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So anyway, we married and shit. I come back home, so now I'm living.
Combining my family.
We come home, whatever, and now we're living in this 3-family apartment.
Dog, I'm not going from 3 to 7 in a fucking marriage. No, nigga. I'm not taking my 2, putting them with your 3, and then no, nigga. Fuck that. I'm not going from 3 to 7.
Yeah. And I'm not fucking.
And you ain't give me no box. Yo.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
How the fuck do we even get from where you
Well, I don't know. We have to rewind this shit back.
Dog. We are so deep in this story. I forgot the connection between Bobby's story and Liam Neeson. I don't even know.
Oh, shit. Just play the kid. We gonna take it back. Wait. I don't know. But anyway, like we live in then we moved back to Connecticut or whatever, right? And I was in an apartment with it was a 3-family apartment that I already had because my mother she finagled some shit and got me Section 8 as soon as I turned 18.
Oh word.
Yeah, that was my birthday present.
Your mom black.
Yeah, my brother real black.
Birthday present. Not a new pair of shoes, baby. I got some Section 8.
House, nigga.
Like I'd rather have a partner than some brand new chicks, nigga. Now, I was paying like $30 for rent, nigga.
Yeah, so Section 8, goodness.
And I was getting paid under the table. So all that money was going in my pocket.
No taxes.
Boop. Beep that.
Nah, keep it.
No, we don't beep that.
Shit, they ain't gonna come back to me. But
you know what?
Yeah,
no.
Hubris.
Yes.
But
remember that word, hubris.
Yeah. But all right, we had the house, whatever. But one thing, she never cheated on me when we was married. Until she started going back.
She never cheated on me when we was married until she started cheating on me.
I gotta tell the story like that.
Until she started doing it.
One day.
Yeah. She got an errant dick out the sky.
I ain't never gonna get to the story.
Nah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Until she went back to high school. She was going to Hill House. So wait, she was
nope. Let him finish.
No, you're right.
Let him finish.
Then she was going to Hill House, whatever, right? So we still was having problems and shit like that. So she cheated on another nigga, then another nigga, and I was like, all right, man, that's 2
niggas too many.
I think it was like several dicks, but like it got to the point where she moved out. She moved out
to some dick.
Yeah, she moved out.
I'm sorry.
She moved out, right?
Man.
I'm out.
She moved out. Fuck this other nigga, right? Now, a nigga like me, right? At the time, Captain Simp right
Don't
here.
tell me you went back. No.
Nah. Like, nigga, I got heartbroken when she did that shit. And I'm like...
Okay, go ahead.
So I'm staying in my room, right? Cuddled in the fetal position. Just crying. So that's when the heartbreak happened. And you know when they tell you when you break yourself down and build yourself back up, that was one of my building myself back up moments. So
now you got
the juggernaut, nigga. You got the fucking juggernaut. So now when she came back, she's like, "Oh, I got something to tell you. I was like, "All right." So I'm a brand new nigga. So she came to my house, whatever. She came upstairs. She didn't say shit. I sat down. She was like, "I'm pregnant."
Oh.
I was like, so I start laughing. All right. See ya. So she was like, but it's not just. I said, I know goddamn well it ain't. So
I only fucked you that one time, bitch. And you sucking all these dicks. I know it ain't my baby.
Yeah. So, yep. After that, I just went on the onslaught of fucking mad bitches.
That's Oh, wow.
Okay, so what was the tie-in?
Yeah, I don't even know anymore.
I don't know. I forgot what the point was. That shit was so long. I forgot the point.
I don't know. I haven't heard him say. I haven't even heard him say anything about this. I don't know if he said the black guys wasn't warranted.
But he's.
I haven't heard him say that. Oh, I don't deserve.
Yeah, but when people ask him about it now he's like clamming up. He's stammering, stuttering
because he's gun shy now.
But after the fact, you should have prepared for this. I think.
Well, I don't.
If you look, because to me, and this is just me in my opinion,
that would be like one of us saying something like if we're really famous and we say something about.
Oh, you want me to tell you a story?
No.
Oh no! You want me to tell you a story that I was thinking before? Well, what I'm saying is, this is the point. This is the point. This is the point. This is the point.
Yes.
Because at the time when I was heartbroken, I felt like killing this bitch on some real shit. I felt like killing her. So I'm saying, I come up with the story now. What if the Me Too like crucified me now, talking about some? Oh, you tried to kill us. You gotta kill a female. But this was like 15 years ago.
Yeah, but that.
It's a little different.
It's a little different, but
I understand what you're trying to. I understand the point you're trying to get.
I get it.
You have grown as a human being.
Yeah.
You do not feel that way anyway, and you had reason to have felt that way.
Yeah,
the same way Liam Neeson had reason to maybe feel that way, even though the rhetoric that he used is dangerous and scary and wrong. So I see the correlation.
But that didn't stop you from dealing with women. Like in Liam's case, where it was like if
they don't stop him from dealing with niggas.
That's
he was fucking tonguing down Viola Davis.
Yeah, like, come on, man.
That'd be like if a dog bit my daughter and it's like, what kind of dog bit you? A Rottweiler. So I'm just killing all Rottweilers now.
But he didn't kill nobody though. You're changing the concept.
He was looking to kill someone.
Yeah.
If I'm just walking the street, if I see a Rottweiler.
Yeah, but
it's
the same thing.
I mean, dogs ain't people, so. And I didn't grow up with pets, so I don't give a fuck.
Still life.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You know,
nope.
You know what? You're right.
Yep.
It's a life. I apologize to people who love dogs.
So,
I know white people who love dogs.
So
I didn't grow up with pets.
Liam the Fudd.
It's nigga hunting season.
It was nigga season.
Mm-hmm.
He retracted his
I don't even think he retracted.
He didn't do it. He didn't kill anybody that we know of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And now he's a changed person.
Hopefully.
So now he just has to wait this thing out. It's gonna blow over in like another week or two. All he has to do is wait. Everything blows over. It happened. It's out there. It's never gonna go away.
Yeah.
It's life, my nigga. We all have something embarrassing.
I do want to say his thinking was dangerous. You should not think like that.
Yes.
Not at any point in this whole convoluted thing we went through was to say that I agree with what he said, and I think that is okay. I do think that thought is dangerous because that leads to things like
that's leads
Trayvon type of shit,
harassed, arrested, assaulted,
just that
murdered.
Yes, just that.
So
regardless if it's black people, if you think that way about Mexican people, Spanish people, whatever, anywhere, that kind of type of like, oh, a person did something to someone I love, and now. All people who are this person I will have to destroy.
Yeah, have to.
That is a very redactive and not great way to think. Don't think like that.
Okay.
That doesn't mean that he hasn't grown. I don't know. He could be lying. Obviously, he didn't have to tell the story. Yeah. So that's why I'm on the both sides of the fence, because it's like he didn't have to say anything. And if I'm being super honest, he shouldn't have said shit. He should have just kept his fucking mouth shut and never, ever, ever have said this. But it's like, oh, look, there's a point in my life where I had fucked up thoughts and I went out with a horrible intention, and I could see how easily someone could go down that path.
Right.
This is what happened, and this is why I was on that path. Don't be in that. Because if you listen to the whole clip, you see that he was in the clip. He seemed remorseful for those actions and thoughts. Whether or not that's true or not, completely different story. I can't prove it one way or the other. So I want to give him not bail, but I don't necessarily want to like crucify him
so
for trying to be open.
Yeah, so we're not going to cancel Liam, but we watching you.
Yes. And now if more shit pops up, it's like, okay, no, these niggas just don't like niggas.
I don't want this to set off a chain reaction where it's like other white people were like, well,
I had a moment too.
I ain't gonna say it. But well, look, who's to say him telling the story didn't like affect a racist dude? Like, oh shit, I was feeling the same way.
Yeah.
God damn, man.
I mean,
you're right.
Why do I think like that?
We've yet to. I mean, he's
just saying,
but
like,
he's had 40 years to do this.
Yeah, no. But hearing his story, if you have him, a bigger star like Liam Neeson, come out and say some shit like that, yo, even I had some thoughts like this, but I've learned from it. You don't have to be like I was.
Yeah.
That primal shit. Who's to say that shit won't help people? We gotta have the conversation, man.
We can only hope it did, but we won't know until this actually blows over. Where the initial shock of "damn, you had that thought" kind of blows over.
Yeah,
we won't know until then, but we won't
because people don't like doing real shit.
Yeah,